Well, the high school fantasy football season is finally over. I'm Zach Pop here on MaxPreps.com, and I don't really want to bring in the guy to my left, but that is Christopher Stonebreaker. And you handled business in the playoffs. You took 2 out of 3. Congratulations, sir.
Hey, no one really cares about the regular season. It's all about the playoffs and the championship game, and that's where the ring is won. And baby, my ring's being made right now. So I went to Jared, and it looks real nice.
Is that your Christmas present you got yourself this year?
My personal Christmas present is just a nice diamond ring saying "Beat Zach" right on it.
How much did that go for?
Jocelyn's usually sells them for like $4.99. You know, it's like a graduation gift slash. It just has a nice ruby in it.
I tell you what, I'll get you a trophy next week when we do kind of a recap of the high school fantasy show. I got you. But hey, you won this week. You put up almost 130.
Yep.
Tell the folks, who were some guys that balled out for you?
I would not be in the position I am today, folks, sitting in this chair as the champion of the 2014 high school fantasy show if it wasn't for my quarterback, sensational sophomore Tate Martell of Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas. The Gales won their 6th straight state championship, and during their 70-28 victory over Reed, Tate the Great, or Marty Football, my championship winning team. Again, championship winning team. 49 points. Tate threw for 6 TDs and 200 yards while also scoring a rushing TD. That is 7 TDs, folks, total, and I did the math.
That's very impressive.
Thank you, 6 plus 1. And since last week, I highlighted Javon McKinley of Centennial, who got me 21 points, and Sean McGrew of St. John Bosco, who got me 27 points. I will highlight Cedar Hill of Texas's standout wide receiver, DeMarcus Lodge, who just so happened to get me 21 points himself after hauling in 2 TDs and 84 yards receiving in the Longhorns' 62-42 win over South Lake Carroll in the 6A Division II quarterfinals. He is a big game player that comes through in big situations. 2 more wins, and he will be back-to-back state champion.
It's impressive.
Very impressive.
I tell you what, Stone, you know this is a big-time playmaker for that same team?
Who?
And that's a running back. My guy, Aka Cedric, where this dude is an absolute beast. And last week, he balled out for 285 yards on only 29 carries and took it to the house once in their 62-42 W. Now check this out, Stoney. In 10 career playoff games, he has 1,482 yards rushing, and he's also housed it 31 times. This dude is a straight beast. And you know what makes me even more excited than high school football in Texas? Is USC football. And guess where Aka Cedric is heading next fall?
Probably USC.
USC, baby. And Cedar Hill take on Houston Westfield in the 6A D2 semifinals this Saturday, as the Longhorns are trying to win their 11th straight postseason game. And who knows, they might have another date with Rodney Anderson and the Katy Tigers in the championship game. And if that game does go down, what a game that would be between Cedar Hill and Katy.
Third straight year that would go down if
and
that
you know
happens.
Katy wants some revenge on Cedar Hill as they erased their 27-game winning streak last year. And I got another guy I got to dish out some love to, and that's St. John Bosco's 5-star quarterback, the one and only Josh, I make this look good, Rosen. Now, he didn't have the best game stats-wise in St. John Bosco's 48-41 loss to Corona Centennial, but boy, did he impress me a lot. He showed his leadership at Angel Stadium in the Southern Section Pac-5 championship game. They were trailing 41-20 midway through the third, and Rosen, along with his St. John Bosco squad, cut the deficit to 41-34. Unfortunately for the Braves, 7 points was the closest they would get. And I tell you what, the UCLA Bruins are getting a quarterback that plays well beyond his years. He's one of the smartest high school quarterbacks in the country, and he can sling the rock and is very mobile in the pocket and can make a ton of plays with his feet. This hurts saying, being a USC guy and all, but I really can't wait to watch Josh Rosen and the UCLA Bruins as he progresses to the next level. He's going to be a real fun guy. He reminds me a ton of Andrew Luck.
He's going to be a really good quarterback, I think, in college. And another good quarterback, Tate Martell.
He might be the most exciting player in high school football, at least among sophomores.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Murray is a very exciting player.
Kyler Murray's my guy.
Sorry about that. Aaron Murray, I start throwing out.
Former Georgia Bulldog quarterback.
Louise. But anyways, I think with Tate Martell these next 2 years, even though they lost Tony Sanchez to UNLV, they still
brother,
got
Ty John Lindsay.
Yep, and they're going to be able to carry it on and hopefully go for their 7th straight state championship next year, 8th when Tate is a senior, and that's a real dominating high school in the state of Nevada.
They just dominated
But
Nevada.
in general, I mean, now they really are a program that's put on the map, and that's in great thanks to Tony Sanchez. So hopefully he does a good job up at UNLV.
Yeah, the third coach ever to go from high school to D1. That's very impressive.
Very
well, Stoney,
impressive.
it's probably the last time I say this, but congrats. You got the belt. You won the playoffs. Congrats, sir. That was tough to say. Well, I tell you what, we're going to check
That meant a lot. You looked right at me
I
and
did.
said that. Thank
you. Right in the eyes. But that's all the time we got this week. And I tell you what, we're going to come back for one more episode next week to kind of do a recap of the full season. And, Austin Confensis, I'm going to get him back in the mix when he almost got me 100 points. But that's all the time we have on today's show. For Chris Stonebreaker, I'm Zach Poff here on MaxPreps.com, America's source for high school sports.